my first name, but I don't go by that. I am very, very happy to be here, and I'm very excited that I have this opportunity to be able to talk about St. Cyril Foundation and what we're doing in Nigeria. But first, before I do that, let me thank Dr. Will and Dr. Ngoma and the rest of the team for a fantastic job. I have never been more proud of being African since the time that I've been here. I've always advocated that we have to do things for ourselves, and it's amazing the things that GHC is doing. So kudos to you, really very well done. And like Ngoma said, I'm the founder of St. Cyril Cancer Treatment Foundation, which is the only NGO in Nigeria, and I think probably Africa, that actually just focuses on building cancer treatment centers, because a lot of focus of the treatment for cancer has been left to the government, that the actually setting up the physical structure has been left to the government. So what St. Cyril is doing, our main mission is to work on building cancer treatment centers. Since we started in 2013, we have been active in the cancer space in Nigeria. We hold seminars, we hold annual seminars to talk about palliative care, metastatic breast cancer, anything that is that concerns cancer regarding Nigerians and Africans in particular. We also have formed collaborations. We worked with other NGOs in setting up cancer screening, in working with them in getting funding for patients. And through all this, we focused on our main area, and we eventually opened our first clinic in January of last year, 2018. And we opened our first clinic in Lagos, in Isolo. Isolo is a suburb of Lagos, in 2018. I've got some statistics here about cancer incidents, and but I won't dwell on that because we've talked about it and we've flogged it, and we all know that there's a high cancer incidence and that we're not where we should be compared to Europe and the United States. But what I want to focus on today is that we need to start working on the things that are causing this problem and have a template to work with that we can replicate all over Africa. Some of the reasons for late presentation in Nigeria that we found from our center is funding. Patients they don't have money to even go for the test to find out whether they have cancer. Awareness, they don't know where to go to, and sometimes when they have the money and the time and they know where to go, they don't have the right results. They have false negative results, so they're positive and they're not told that they're positive, so they go back home and the cancer grows. At St. Cyril, we believe that and also access to radiotherapy in Africa is really very, very, very low. In Nigeria, we only have 2 centers. We've already been told that earlier on, that there are 2 radiotherapy centers in the whole of Nigeria for 180 million people. We should have at least 200, with the minimum standard by WHO's calculations. So we're a long way away from being where we need to be. And we can take this step by actually just shifting our paradigm and thinking of things in a more structured sense. Now, that's what St. Cyril is doing now. For us to be able to do this, we have to first, the private sector should take more interest in government policies, and governments should be less involved. We should take interest, the private sector should take interest more in the policies that the government are putting out for cancer treatment, but the government involvement in the actual implementation and execution of those policies should not be so much hands-on. Like I said, most of the cancer treatment centers that are in Africa right now are run by the government, are provided by the government, which reduces the efficacy because it's such a slow-wielding process to get anything done with the government. In private sector needs to be more involved in the execution. And secondly, we should make cancer treatment centers more of a viable business than having it as a social enterprise. Making it a social enterprise does not draw the right people who are going to give us the good quality care that we require. We need to find ways of getting everybody